What do you suppose will happen if I add water to calcium carbide in my carbide cannon? Let's find out. All we're using in this demonstration is a capped PVC pipe that has a small hole drilled at the end, water, a dropper, petri dish, and calcium carbide. Begin by testing the hydrolysis double displacement reaction of calcium carbide and water. If you just put a few pieces of calcium carbide and add water, you'll immediately see a reaction. This is releasing acetylene gas, which is flammable, and creating calcium hydroxide. Here's a drawing of Frederick Baldwin's invention of the acetylene gas lamp. This was invented in August of 1900. Now, this lamp was not just used by miners, but it was used in headlights for cars, headlights for bicycles. The top of the lamp would have a reservoir of water that would trickle down on calcium carbide below. And through a combustion reaction, the acetylene gas would be ignited, producing a flame that was magnified by the mirror behind the flame. When the flame was about to go out, you'd turn the switch on top and just let a little more water trickle down onto the calcium carbide, producing more acetylene gas. And again, this wasn't just used by miners, but this gas lamp was used as a headlight for cars. It was used for a headlight even on bicycles. Here's an image of miners wearing it on their helmets. But what we want to test today is our carbide cannon. So I'm going to unscrew the end of this pipe, and we're going to add just a few pieces of calcium carbide in the end. So you can see them in there, and I'm just going to screw this onto the end. And I want this pipe to serve as a combustion chamber where it builds up pressure with acetylene gas. And so I'm going to take this little squishy skull and I'm going to put it in the end, and that way, as this builds up pressure through thermal expansion, it will shoot the little skull out the end of the cannon. So of course I want the reaction to start, so I have to add some drops of water, and this will start to create, again, acetylene gas and calcium hydroxide. I can hear it fizzing in there, so we're gonna let it build up pressure for a minute, and then we'll try out our cannon. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a loud explosion of acetylene gas. Just an awesome reaction. Here's the balanced equation for this exciting double displacement reaction. We start with the reactants calcium carbide and water. We have 1 mole of calcium carbide, that's the CaC2, and we have 2 moles of water, that's the 2H20. When those combine, it creates the products calcium hydroxide and acetylene gas. We have 1 mole of calcium hydroxide, that's the CaOH2, and we have 1 mole of acetylene gas, that's the C2H2 in this amazing double displacement reaction. I hope you enjoyed today's edition of RamZland, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this presentation, be sure to remember to like and subscribe.